Okay, good morning. You've caught me off guard. You can see I'm not even in a suit. Should have given me a heads up, but anyway, I'm happy to be here. It's looking great, and I'm sure we're going to have a really, really good time all the way through to the election.
Okay.
Congratulations all. Yeah, and we are looking forward to fixing the nation.
Amazing. Thank you, Archie. And next is our Chief Commercial Officer, Mr. Richard Sogoti. James Sogoti. Oh, my bad. I was still on RT. Yeah, James Sogoti.
So this is wonderful. It's looking great. This is amazing. Maybe to our partners, to our viewers, to our stakeholders, this is going to be big. So let's get it together and we make it big. We have one great country, and I think NMG is going to really spin it to the best of it all. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sogoti. Yeah. So Monica Washeke Ndungu is our Chief Corporate Affairs, Branding and Marketing Officer. Karibu, Monica. And partnership as well.
I think for the partnerships bit is we practice partnerships within the organization even before outside, and so the collaboration between the teams is great. But I think even as we launch this really swanky studio, it's a privilege to be here, but also at a time when the Nation Media Group will live up to its mission of positively influencing society. And for us, elections are not about a date, they're about that promise that we make every day to our audience. And today we are just making it louder and from a really good place. So we are grateful and looking forward to seeing all our guests, to seeing all our audiences, to our partners, to our collaborators, to our haters. You know, sometimes people don't talk about their haters. To our haters, because they help us to become who we are, and that we really appreciate. So congratulations, Simaloy and Joe and the team. We can't wait to see what the next year holds, but also to be held accountable to the promises that we are making.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Monica. Another person that you may not have a chance to hear from outside of the court and here is our General Counsel, who...
He was our fixer last month.
Yes, he was our fixer one time, yeah? Karibu sana, Seku.
Thank you, Simaloy. This is good work, as usual, and I think it's... speaking to the viewers, I'll ask them, this is our promise of good value to you. Thank you, everybody here, for making Nation the place where ideas are formed and ideas are shaped, and you know that ideas and opinions, in turn, have consequences for the country and for all of us. So look forward to this place. I'm sure good things will come from it, as I'm promising on their behalf. Yeah. Thank you.
Amazing. Okay, and then we'll have Editor-in-Chief. You have heard from him from Decision 2027, but he also sits on this side as the Editor-in-Chief of the Nation Media Group, Mr. Joe Ageo. Welcome.
Thank you very much. So I will just say that, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, we are making a promise. So first, we are starting this a year ahead of time, because the environment in which credible elections are made are not created on election day. So we have to start this early to make sure that we engage in the meaningful conversations that will ensure that we have an environment that can facilitate that kind of election. And so our pledge here is first that we are not just going to focus on elections for the next 1 year. We still have many important things that will be happening around. But because elections are the one thing that have demonstrated time without number that they can disrupt everything else, we think it's important for us to put it front and center, even as we do the other things. And then we are saying this election coverage that we are launching today is going to stay true to editorial policy. And the three ways in which we are looking at this is that it is going to be issue-based, which means that we're not just going to track the horse races, but we're also going to be looking at what are the policies, what are the issues that these candidates are raising or not raising, have they raised them before, are there things that make sense, and we're going to evaluate that. But it is also going to be constructive, which means that we're going to look at solutions as well. So what have other people done? Is there something that we can do differently? Are those solutions being proposed making sense based on whatever analysis that is credible that we will find? And then finally, that is a verified information, is verified information that will be giving to you. This is in the context of the vast amounts of disinformation that we're already seeing in the environment, and to think about how dangerous disinformation is to any society, something that robs you of the possibility of having a shared sense of reality. That's something that ought to be a whole society approach kind of thing, and we are playing our part in saying that our information will be to the best possible abilities of human beings verified, so that we give you things that will make you make decisions that you can be proud of. And that is why we say that for us, faced with a decision whether we should be first or last or right, we'd rather be right. So we'd rather be last but right than to be first and wrong. Best case scenario that we aim for is to be first and right, but if we have to choose, the second best scenario is where we are right. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Editor-in-Chief. The promise continues even beyond what we have done today. Thank you, Fixers. You've had the first opportunity to enjoy this space and to share it with the rest of the Fixers. We say here, what can you do with what you have where you are? You can either be a fixer or a complainer, and we choose to be fixers. So thank you so much. I now want to hand over to our Chief Executive Officer and MD, Mr. Geoffrey Odundo, to be able to bring it all together and give us the promise for Nation Media Group. Karibu, sir.
Thank you very much, Simaloy, and congratulations to you and your team. This is record time. I remember I said the date and I said work backwards, and it always works. First of all, to say that this studio looks great. I think our audience will appreciate what we've done here, and it's really been set to the highest quality international standards. I think when I was looking at the renders, I couldn't imagine that it would be done, but this looks even better than the renders. So well done. To thank all our team members, all our presenters, starting with Fixing the Nation, for making this a very strong brand and bringing to us real good conversations that really are enjoyable, and you've been able to build a great audience across different age groups, which I think is amazing. And Felaris, welcome, and you fit very well in this team. As Joe has said, we have made a promise that on the election side, we will ensure that we remain a very balanced house that offers fair reporting, fair chance for everybody to be able to present their views about this country and how it's going to go forward. So we are setting the agenda for the election year, and I believe that's what you're going to see going forward with the Fixers and various other political shows that we'll have. But what excites me about this studio is the integrated model it has. So beyond just our political reporting, we have a very nice segment of societal shows that will run here, and we'll be able to demonstrate that shortly, sports and entertainment, and all in one house. And this then presents it as a great model going to the future. I think the promise we want to make to our audience, as we all say, we want to positively influence society in all the spheres, but from this start and anchoring the Nation Media Group's philosophy around the truth, this studio will be our platform for delivering all content that speaks to all facets of the society. So in entertainment, in sports, education, arts, politics, this studio will be your home, and we want to call on all our partners to join us in driving this agenda and really continue being supporters of the Nation Media Group as the largest media house in East and Central Africa and one of the largest in Africa. We are required. We feel behoved to ensure that we do provide the direction when it comes to professional journalism. So congratulations to you and your team, and for those behind the scenes, apologies you can't be seen here. Continue doing the great job, and we'll support you into the future. So congratulations again, and well done.
Thank you. Thank you all. And back to the Fixers.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Jeff and the ExCo. Thank you for coming to help us launch ourselves into our new space. As we get into this coverage, continuing Fixing the Nation, one conversation at a time from all angles. One of the pledges that the Nation Media Group is making today is that we shall not just amplify the voices of the political leaders, but the voices of the young men and women, the voices of the old men and women, the voices of everybody in a society that needs their voices heard. That is what we shall be making sure that everybody
has a space on airtime.